welcome back to the exact same battlefield we played for that last game of Chain of Command. Gonna try bolt action this time, but a little bit of a spin on it. A little bit of two fat lardies mixed in just for fun to keep it, just because I'm not playing against an opponent. So I'll cover more of that later. This time the Germans will be attacking. I've done a little bit of homage to World War II Online. It was an old early 2000s video game with like a persistent World War II environment if you didn't play it. The Germans have 3 mobile spawns. They won't be able to move. They've just kind of pulled up into cover. And each one of their squads will spawn out of one of these, and they can choose their officer group and their medium machine gun. They can choose which one they want to come out of that. And the Russians can basically spawn out of any one of these 3 houses as much as they want to. So that's going to be the battle. The point will do 6 turns, and the Germans will get 1 point for every house they can capture. But if the Russians are able to capture one of the German mobile spawns that won't be too mobile, they'll get 2 points. So they can't pile up in one location, because then they'll just basically lose the battle as the Russians just move across the bridge and capture their half track or their Opel Blitz. All right, we'll take a look at the forces. Germans have got hard hitting squads like last time, but they only have 3 squads. Mix of assault rifles, a couple submachine guns, and then regular rifles for all these squads. 2 of the squads have MG42s, and one is an extra assault rifle. They have a 3-man officer group, and then they have the MG42 on the bipod that'll count as a medium machine gun. 5 order dice. I'm going to count everybody's regular, but since the Germans are attacking, I'm going to count this front squad that doesn't have the MG42. They're going to be veterans. They're going to be the only veteran guys on the group, everyone on the battlefield. Everyone else is going to be regulars. And that dice right there is going to be mixed in. It's a different color. It's the darker green compared to the usual green there. That one, if that gets pulled, that's the end of the turn. So I'm going to try to go 6 turns, but if things don't move, I'll continue. And we'll see how it goes. I just want to try a little bit of tip and loving for the 2 fat lardies. I'll also use the Chain of Command random event table. Let's say if you get 3 dice in a row, we'll throw in that. And I'll probably, I might mark like 8 points on the table. And then if like a air attack comes in or an artillery strike comes in, we'll roll 1 through 8, and then we'll use the directional dice to see where it goes, and then use a template. And maybe it lands on nothing, but maybe it smokes the heck out of your own guys or the other team, or we'll see what happens. Just a little bit of a randomness to compensate since I'm a solo gamer. So we'll use the large template for these random events. And that dice comes out. I've got the markers out here, but I used my infamy and sharp practice Roman numerals. There's 4 on this side and 4 on the other. And then we'll use the directional dice and 2d6, and we'll go with regular north. Let me think about which direction my house is facing. So. That way will be north, towards the water heater. Well, and then this has got north, south, east, and west. So we'll go from there, and a little bit of fun into it. So 3 in a row, random event, and who knows what the heck's going to happen. I can't remember. I've only played Chain of Command once, but I know they have their random event table, so we'll explore it and see what happens. Everyone will spawn in. They'll be coming in off the table. And the Russians cannot bring in, if they bring in, let's say, a squad here, the next unit they bring in, they can't bring in the same spawn point. That'll add a little bit of spice to it. They'll have to go to a different one. Okay, we'll try 6 turns, and we will reevaluate. Looks like what's that Crown Royal bag? But it's not. It's some other dice bag I got online. Looks like a kid just trashed it. So we'll draw dice out of it. I've done this forever. All right. Oh, first one. That would have sucked if I drew the Tiffin right away. Russians didn't know what to do there, so they're going to put one of their non-light machine gun squads down. Oh, another Russian one. Oh, man. Might as well go down again. So I read over the chain of command random events, and a lot of them are awesome, but they wouldn't be applicable. So we're just going to do a mortar strike if you get 3 in a row. And if there's no units on the board when that happens, we don't have to worry about it. All right, Germans, they're coming in. Germans deployed out of this half track to the, this will be the west side of the battlefield. Going for that western bridge, they ran. So they are in the woods and kind of behind a hill too. So they're making a mad dash for that bridge and that farmhouse so they can get the points. German, all right. Germans deployed their MG42 team over here, along with this squad on the west side of the battlefield. No Russians in sight yet. One more dice, we get a random event, see if the whole team gets wiped out by a mortar barrage. Oh, Russians. Russians ran out of that farmhouse and deployed behind this stone wall on the west side. Got their submachine gunners to the left. They've got their light machine gun in the middle. And I get the rest of their riflemen to face off against the Germans. Well, we got stuff happening now. That's looking awesome. There's like fake pockets inside of this thing, so it's killing me. Oh yeah, another Russian one. Good. Russians are going to deploy their sniper with his spotter in the big main building in the center of the battlefield. He's not moving anywhere, so he's just coming in on the deployment point. He is going in on ambush, and hopefully I don't forget he's there. All right, next dice. Oh, German, nice. I forgot to mention it in my rustiness. Both officers for both forces are, we'll say they're veteran first lieutenants. We'll do that. That'll make it even. Germans brought in their second MG42 squad on the eastern deployment point out of the other half track, and they are keeping the pressure on the Russians on this side of the front. And they ran. All right. Russian squad with their light machine gun. This is their other light machine gun squad, poured out of the farmhouse on the east side of the battlefield, and they lined that stone wall. So they're in good cover. Just waiting on the Germans to come out of the woods. Another Russian one. Russians ran out of the west farmhouse and set up their anti-tank rifle. I guess it's a PTRD, is that what it is? That's like probably 12.7 millimeter or something. We're Barrett time. Here we go. They're waiting for the Germans to come over the ridge, and they've ran. We've had 2 Russian dice in a row. Oh. The Germans had to bring their third squad in off this Opel Blitz in the center. It's their veteran squad without the MG42. So they're in the center, kind of looking across the farmhouse. They're hidden in the trees, of course, because I can barely even see them all. They're all hidden in there. See what we got. Ooh, another German one. It's the German officers. German first lieutenant with 2 guys with him come in on the over here on the western mobile spawn. Oh yeah. Germans are going to push for the this bridge. Will be their main objective, looks like. The Russian last spawn was this, so they can't spawn from here next. We've only got 2 dice left in the bag. One's a Russian, and the other one is a Tiffin. So let's see what we got here. Russian, okay. Russian officer comes off the center waypoint, or sorry, spawn point, so that frees up this one over here if they want to bring another squad in and double up on the German push, which I'm probably going to do. And he runs on with his adjutant, kind of backing up these guys over here, and then when they get the rest of their forces on next turn, hopefully they'll be ready. All right, the last die will be the Tiffin die, so that's the end of this turn. Turn 1, no shots fired yet. The Russian sniper will stay on ambush. All right, turn 2. See what happens. Ooh, Russians. On behind this western farmhouse. They just advanced. They can't. There's no targets to shoot at, but there's no point running either. So they put their 3 SMGs behind the building to kind of protect them, and they've got their rifles out here behind this wall. And they're kind of protected from the left, but they'll be able to shoot stuff later on if it comes across and it has some cover. Oh, another Russian one. They ran out their last squad. They're hidden behind the trees back here by the eastern bridge. There might have to be turn these guys into an attack party and go after that German half-track for the win. I've had 2 Russian dice. Oh, we will have a rando. We'll do that in a minute, but we'll do the this anti-tank gun's going to go on ambush as well. Which grid square it comes in on? 6. Oh, not good for the Germans. 6 is right there, right by their veteran squad, and they're all right. Let's see what direction. 7 inches north. Close, but no cigar. Those Germans will be crapping those trees. So the mortar barrage comes down all around the Germans, but a little bit northwest of their location, thankfully. They don't get hammered into the ground. All right, Russian one again. Russian first lieutenant runs up and he's pointing at the Germans, and everybody's kind of like, what? Yeah, we know they're there. You might notice, I want to point at those explosions over there, buddy. All right. Hey, the Germans finally get to go. This German squad is 28 inches away from these Russian regulars behind the stone wall, so they're going to unload. I don't think that their SMGs are out of range, but they've got a whole lot of assault rifles, an MG42, and regular rifles. So they're going to try to basically smoke them. So assault rifles have a 18-inch range and bolt action, so they're not firing. So you have 2 regular rifles and a light machine gun, which is a German light machine gun, so it gets the extra die. They will get, I think that'll be 7 shots, and they're needing 6s because these guys are they're at long range, and they're in hard cover. They score 1 hit on the Russians. Regular troops need to roll a 4+, but they will get a pin on them at a minimum. One of the riflemen is killed, and they've got 1 shock. Sorry, 1 pin. Russian die. Russians are going to attempt to fire back, see if they can pass a 1-pin order. I got to roll under an 8. They have 4 rifles and a light machine gun firing back at the Germans in light cover. 8 shots, needing 5s and 6s. They score 3 hits on the Germans, giving them a pin at their regulars, so 4, 5s, and 6s. One day they get a chance for an exceptional. They do lose one of their riflemen, and they get 1 pin. Another German dice. German officer goes kind of crazy, does a follow me order, orders both of his, the MG42 and his infantry squad to run. So they're out in the open now. The hill is shielding the MG42 from, I think both of those, but those guys can see him. The officer's off to the left here. These guys are kind of out in the open. They're hoping the odds will be in their favor. It's like Lee Harvey Oswald's back. Sniper rifle, bam, coming out of the windows, in range of the German squad who just ran over the hill. Also, the PTRD, the anti-tank rifle, he's going to act like he's a sniper. He's going to unload on them as well. So you got two shots coming in on that squad. Do the anti-tank rifle first. He's over 18 inches, so he will 4, 5, or 6 to hit.
Get some.
Germans are out there watching the Matrix, dodging bullets. The first one misses. Sniper cracking off from the Texas bookstore. Contract. Sniper needs a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to hit.
Get some.
Oh man, the Germans are loving it. We're down to 3 dice left. Oh no. That's the Tiffin die, isn't it? Yes, it is. My eyes were playing tricks on me a little bit. That's the darker one. I'll have to get a Japanese dice. That's the end of the turn. We'll go into turn 3 as the Russians trying their best to hold the bridge as Germans starting their human wave attack against the western bridge here. They're gonna run to a buzzsaw though. This unit didn't get to move in the woods. They just got the heck shelled out of them. I think they're all kind of traumatized. And then we had our first firefight here across the bridge. These guys both kill a man, and the Germans still have 1 pin on them at the end of the turn. We did get the sniper and the anti-tank rifle to spring their ambushes, both of which need to get back to the range. All right. Ooh, that's a big one. All right, this squad's gonna unload on these Russians. I mean, Germans closing in on them. Actually, they get some cover from a little bit of cover from the bridge, except for a couple guys. So I'm gonna give them light cover. The bridge actually protects a few of them. I didn't plan that when I was running ahead, but that works. 5 rifles and a light machine gun open fire. Submachine guns aren't in range, but they are at 18 inches, so they're in close range. Not close range, sorry, they're not at long range. 12 shots hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s. You get 4 hits on those regulars. Two kills and a shock, chance for an exceptional kill. They lose 2 riflemen. Oh, magic dice! Oh yeah, more Russians. Russian squad advances, fires. They get to within 12 inches, they fire their submachine guns and everything. So some of these are going to be at long range, because that's barely in range for the submachine guns, but they got some rifles too. This squad does not have a light machine gun. They have 5 rifles and 3 submachine guns. It's getting serious over here. 7 dice because they fired half firepower. The red dice will be the submachine guns. They're at long range. You get 4 hits and a pin. See if they can roll over 4s to kill these regulars. Where's that corpsman at? Where's the medic? Alright, these guys would take a -2 break test for being at half strength, but their first lieutenant's right there, so it'll be an even morale check to see if they stick around. Oh, they love it. Ah, German. All right, the officer's going to do a follow me. He's going to advance with himself, cut across, join these guys, add his firepower to them, and then they're going to try to pass an order with his bonus and unload into them. Another even morale test. All right, so they passed the order, going to one pin, and then they're going to fire into that. 18 shots hitting on 4s, 5s, and 6s. "11 hits in the open. Good luck, Mr. Russia." "7 dudes killed. He's got a pin. It's just one guy left. He's got to take a break test." Oh, he freaking loves it. He's a lone wolf, man. No. All right, buddy. Good luck. MG42 fires off 6 shots, isn't it, against the Russians in... they're in hard cover, though. Three hits, killing on 6s. Wouldn't even have killed the milkman. They got 1 pin on him. Russian dice. T-tank gun. Gonna try to crush one of these guys' heads like a melon. Get some. Killing on anything but. Turns that guy's chest into a canoe. He's done. They're up to 2 pins now after that 12.7 millimeter shell went right through his chest. German die. Grenadier squad comes running out of the trees. He runs, can't shoot. He's trying to close in and support the German attack. The German attack on this western bridge. Oh, Russian dice. Sniper's gonna fire at that same squad. Hitting on 3, 4, 5, or 6. Get some. Drills killing on a 4, 5, or 6. They're up to 3 pins. Russian die again. That's 2. These guys are gonna fire again at the Germans in the trees. 4 rifles and that light machine gun at long range. What a roll. 7 hits. Actually, I forgot they were in soft cover too, so that made it hitting on 5s or 6s. So still get 4 hits. Two killed, chance for an exceptional. At least 2 riflemen, they go up to 2 shock. Oh, we got a random event and 1 more Russian. Let's see what waypoint the artillery comes in on. On position 1, it's over there. No troops were hit, but it absolutely crushes that building. It's destroyed. It's on fire. Sniper in the center house is probably pooping himself, just going, oh my gosh, that building just got blown to pieces. Nobody was in it, but wow, those guys got a wake-up call. Russian officer got in a place where he can support both of his units. Last 2 dice. Germans. German units gonna try to pass the 2-pin order test. They pass that order, run back and fall back behind the hill and the trees to defend their spawn point with they got 1 pin. And the last pin, the last dice will be the tipping, so that'll be the end of that turn. It's getting crazy up in here. These 2 units got vaporized. Alright, time for turn 4. Pumped up. Let's see who gets to go first in this nightmare. Oh, Soviet time. Soviet squad on the western bridge is going to try to pass a 1-pin order, but it is a +2 with their first lieutenant right there. So it'll be in a +1. So what is that? They'll need a 10, right? Or less to pass their 1-pin order, and they're going to fire on this heavy veteran squad closing in on them. It's 18 inches, so the submachine guns can't shoot, but all the rifles and the LMG will cut loose. Nine shots hitting on 3s, because it's, yeah. They take 5 hits. They're veterans though, only killing on 5s and 6s. Two kills and a pin, chance for an exceptional. They take, they lose 2 riflemen and they get 1 pin. Another Soviet dice. This lonely submachine gunner's gonna try to pass his 1-pin order and fire 2 shots at -1 if he passes at these guys. Two shots hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s. He gets the pin, pushed them to 4, which clutch. My chain of command senses are freaking out, even though I only played 1 time. They got 4 pins with 3 guys. We'll get a random event. Here comes the random event. I'll do it all in one big roll. The farmer's gonna get pissed as mortar rounds come in and hit his crop. Wham! Oh, we're getting close. Oh, well, it's pretty neat though. I'm enjoying this though. Oh, another Soviet's getting all the dice. Russian squad runs out of their position behind the stone wall next to the burning house, and they start moving towards the bridge. Wow. I gotta double check that I put German dice back in the bag. Anti-tank rifle. Gonna kick off a huge round, try to smoke a fool over there. 4, 5s, and 6s. Get some. That squad needed a break. Woo! Are you kidding me? Wow. Can't see, but there are German dice in there. Just haven't grabbed any. Soviet sniper team's gonna fire at that same squad, try to break them down some more. Get some. They drill them. They're going up to 5 pins. I don't think that sniper's killed anybody. If we get the Tiffin die before any more freaking Soviets, that's, I mean Germans, that's crazy. Are you kidding me? Soviet first lieutenant and his adjutant run up. They do an advance order. They would get 2 shots, but it goes down to 1 shot at that squad. Looking for a pin. Needing a 4, 5, or a 6. Taking up to 6 pins. It's not looking good for the home team. The 2 live crews got 6 shock. Alright, the Russians got all their dice. Now this is where the Tiffin die comes in and it's probably game over. Nope, Germans get to go. veteran squad is going to try to pass a 1-pin order, advance, and fire. Alright, they have 4 assault rifles, 1 rifle, and 1 submachine gun in range. 6 dice hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s. Alright, 2 hits in hard cover, needing 6s. Just 1 pin, or nothing but a pin, as a la tabletop CP. Oh, another German die. Can't take a chance. Going to do the rally order on these guys. The officer's going to do the follow me. So we're going to get the medium machine gun to fire at those guys in there again. A follow me order for these guys. And the officer's probably going to advance and fire. Alright, these guys are going to try to rally. They get a +2. No negative modifiers on this. You believe it, an 11 actually works. 9 + 2 is 11. So they almost blew it. So that squad is now pin free, those 2 guys. So these guys advanced within 6 inches of this last guy. They get half their shots. I can't remember if it's round up or down. No, round up. They get 2 shots because the pistol shoots once, and then the assault rifle 2. Small teams, but they are close range, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. They score a hit. Can they kill him? That order die is taken off the table. Wiped out. So we got 2 things can happen. Either the turn ends with the Tiffin die, or we get another German dice and then we get a random event. Oh, that's the end of the turn. We get ready for turn 5. Totally forgot to fire the German MG42, so we're going to go back to turn 4 for a second and fire 6 shots at these guys in hard cover. They're from 18 inches, so they need 3, 4, 5s, and 6s. Four hits, killing on 6s. Up to 2 pins. They're dug in like a tick. They need one of those mortar strikes to hit them. So at the beginning of turn 5, we've got Germans getting beat down but pushing forward. They have freed up themselves from pins. They seem to be just popping pins on these guys. They're up to 2 shock over here. They've wiped out that 1 squad. The officer's still there. Sniper and the anti-tank rifle are still causing problems for the Germans. Back here, we're about to have a confrontation. These guys didn't get to go last turn because of my Tiffin die. And then they're bringing both squads across. And we've got a house on fire, so we need to get the insurance up to speed on that one. Germans. They got to try to break down this squad behind the wall. They're going to fire this veteran squad that's going to unload with all their assault rifles and SMGs. 13 shots, hitting on 4, 5s, and 6s, except for the 1 red dice, which will be the rifle they have. The 1 rifle guy misses. 7 hits. Let's see if they can do any damage. They need 6s to get it. Alright, at some point I have superimposed my rules. I'm going to go back and review the tape here. I kept thinking I had a twinge in the back of my head. I was screwing something up. It's on the 2 hit with the -2 modifier, not on the kill. So let me go back and I'll be right back. A little bit of time travel for you. It is possible. We're going to fix it while we can this time. The times I screwed up before, that's on me. You haven't played this game in like 3 or 4 years. A little rusty. So 2 hits. I got 2 6s. So we'll go ahead and just roll 2 casualties. Now they're only needing 4s to kill. Alright, baby, we learned something. That's the important part. So the 3 shock, 2 of their riflemen are killed. And they're up the next die. Soviets. They're going to fire back. They're in range of their officers, so it'll be a -1 roll. They go down to 2 pins. They're going to fire at that German squad, just attack them. 3 rifles, 1 light machine gun, and 2 SMGs. Alright, the orange dice are going to be the SMGs, so they're going to be +1 over long range. And then everyone else is +2 for the 2 pins, so give me a minute. So 5s and 6s for everything except for the SMGs, which are going to be 6s. Their SMGs totally brick, but good showing from the rifles. I got 5 hits, killing on 5s and 6s. Two kills and a pin on those veterans. Oh, German's nice. We're gonna get the follow me order here. The medium machine gun is too far away for the officer, but this squad and what's left of the squad and the leader will fire across at these guys. 3 dice hitting on 2s, and then everything else hitting on 3s. Seven hits on veterans. Get down to 6 hits because I didn't take off the small teams. Team wiped out, taking a die out of the bag. Russians lose another one. All right. Medium machine gun gonna fire at these guys, needing 5s and 6s. Two hits, another pin, killing on 4s. Lose another rifleman, they're up to 3 pins now. Russians. Anti-tank rifle's gonna try to vaporize the officer.
Get some.
Well, that's the Tiffin. End of turn. Going to turn 6. It's going to be close, but we might need a turn 7. Especially if we can get some hand-to-hand going here. Germans. These guys are going to fire everything they got. Try to finish them off. Veterans need to pass a 1-pin order. Eight shots hitting on 6s and 1 shot hitting on 5s and 6s. Two hits hitting him with the pin. 2 chances to kill on 4s. This is a big one. -4 desperation morale roll for regular troops. They break and rout from the battlefield, leaving the house basically unprotected. Russian dice. Anti-tank rifle's gonna try to kill the officer again.
Get some.
He can't buy a valve. He drops that round in the ocean, the water there. Russian die. Sniper's going to try to blast one of those veterans over there. Would have liked to have shot the officer that's going to basically make the break across the bridge, but that he's covered by the bridge.
Get some.
Sniper cracks in a hit. He kills the NCO and puts a pin on him. The losses for both sides are really starting to mount up here. The Russians charged into the trees. They can't quite make it to the Germans. We're going to do some hand-to-hand, though. You know we are. Oh, yeah, we are. The Germans have to pass a 1-pin rally, but they're going to charge. I give all the confidence in the world in them. Oh, it happens. Freaking grenades going in. Everything's going in. The Germans have 5 tough fighters. So all of them hit, and the tough fighters get to all the tough fighters hit. So they, or 4 of them do. So 4 hits plus 4 rerolls. They kill everybody. 8 kills. They're wiped out. No counterattacks back. They lose big time. And I'm going to call it at that, but that was cool. I did figure out I messed up a lot of rules. I missed the assault rules when I reread that for the tough fighters. I forgot when those weapons advance, they don't pay that minus a penalty for moving and stuff. So that's on me. I haven't played Bolt Action in a while, but what a great game. I've missed it, so it's nice. I'll get some more units added because it's really very small for me, so I definitely want to get some more troops out here. But great battle. Another German victory. I think they're going to just have the edge where they have all these assault rifles until they get to the point where the Russians get the extra troops and have way more on the table. But thanks for watching. Had a blast. I will continue to read the rules and get better at this as I keep adding units. Next up is going to be a very special sharp practice game with a little bit of a black powder spin to it with a lot of units. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to do the next battle in the Peninsular campaign. I think it's the Battle of La Buera or something like that. Albuera. And we'll get that all ready to go. I'll have that this weekend. And I got to work another BattleTech game in at some point here in the near future too. I'm itching to play that as well. I need to get the quick reference sheets for the or the print-offs for the post what's it called, memory core, Helm memory core, so I can get some more weapon systems added. I'm ready to add all those things too. I need some Gauss rifles in my life. So and I got to replace. I did my my Panther mech. I thought it was a Panther, but it was actually the wrong mech the entire time. It was another freaking Wolfhound. So a lot of the much smarter people in the community pointed it out to me. So I will have to get that fixed. So that's it. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. It's Thursday here. I'm gonna get this out on the YouTube, and yeah, it was fun as hell. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.